This is the iPad Pro M1 11-inch, which came out in 2021. I mean, at the time, it was a game changer. But in 2025, where we already have the M4 iPad Pros out and there is rumors of the M5 coming out very soon, do you think this iPad is still worth buying in 2025 or it's time to move on? Let's dig in. This looks really good. I've had this since 2022 and there is still no dents, no cracks. It's still very thin, very lightweighted. I mean, look, it's a good replacement for your laptops in situations where you can't bring your laptop along. I think that it's easy to carry around, and I do that often. In places where I cannot bring my laptop around, I just throw this in my backpack and I'm good to go. You know, it's super lightweighted. But then when you compare it with the recent iPads, on paper, it seems like there is a lot of differences in terms of weight, in terms of thinness. But when you have both in hand, you can't really tell the difference. So it's amazing that this 4-year-old iPad still, stands supreme, can compete head to head with these recent iPads. In terms of display, this looks really good. So I play a lot of games, I consume a lot of media on this device, and the brightness are on point, the colors looks amazing. But when you compare it with the latest iPad, then you will be disappointed in this one, because the display on the latest iPad, they are amazing. They have like two OLED screens stacked on top of each other. So the colors looks even brighter and the darker blacks are clean, like it looks amazing, not gonna lie. So if you have both iPads playing the same video, you can clearly tell the difference between the one with the M1 chip and the one with the M4 chip, right? So if you're someone who is big on viewing experience, I would say that the M4 chip iPads are the way to go. But for any other person, I think this is still perfect. The display is not bad, I like it. Now, in terms of performance, this thing is a beast. It handles basically everything that I throw at it without really struggling. I wouldn't say I give it my most demanding task because I pass it on to my laptop for a bigger screen, a better experience. So yes, the things that I throw at is like heavy game. Like I play a ton of games on here, consume a lot of media, and also sometimes engage in petty editing, like photo editing. It handles them really, really well, which I think most people will be using this particular device for. Like in terms of note taking and all of those mini tasks, it does it amazingly. You don't have to struggle, it just handles it amazingly. With multitasking as well, you can have like multiple things going on at the same time, and yes, it handles them really, really well. And with the introduction of the iOS 26, you can have multiple applications open at the same time, which is amazing. I love the fact that the M1 chip supports that, because it's a big win. But the only thing that I don't like about this whole thing is that, yes, Apple wouldn't give you everything, right? So you can have two audio sources playing at the same time. So if I'm playing music on Spotify, I can't play music in my editing app, which I can play any sound in my editing app, which, it makes sense. At the end of the day, Apple wouldn't give you everything that you need for this to be a full-blown computer, because they still need to find a way for you to buy the MacBooks, right? So personally, I think this still is an amazing product. It performs really well, and yes, I have no issues. It hasn't given me any issues at all, and I don't see any reason why I should upgrade to the M4 yet. It still stands tall, it stands strong, still competing. For the cameras, they are not amazing. I mean, you don't really buy iPads because of the cameras, you buy it for convenience, right? So the cameras are not like that amazing, but they get the job done. It captures pretty normally. But what I like is FaceTime. I use the front-facing camera a lot when I'm on FaceTime calls, and I like the fact that it has center stage, so it tries to put you in the center every single time. So if I'm working in the kitchen, it tries to put me in frame every single time so that the person at the other end of the conversation will know what is happening, which I think is really, really important. But the thing I don't like about the cameras on this particular device is that it's meant for vertical view. So if you are recording or having a call and you have it vertically, then the cameras are okay. But then if you have it horizontally, because the cameras are positioned at the corner, it makes you look weird in FaceTimes, right? Like, I don't know why Apple did that. Like, they should have centered the camera there, but it's in the weird corner and it makes you look some way. Personally, I've figured out the code. I've learned to live with the weirdness, so it doesn't really bother me as much. But they fixed that in the new iPad. So with the new iPads, they have it centered right, so you wouldn't be looking weird if you're on FaceTime or whatever. It looks amazing. So if it's something that you really are interested in, then you have to consider the newer iPads as well. But I think with time you get used to this. Like, yes, the cameras are positioned weirdly, but with time you figure it out. It's not really a big deal. So after years of use, the battery still feels solid to me. Getting around 8 to 10 hours of screen time when I'm engaged in browsing, note-taking, and media consumption, which I think is still pretty solid. Like, it can carry you throughout the entire day, which seems really good to me. But when I'm engaged in heavy gaming, then I'm getting somewhere around 6 to 7 hours, which is not bad. Personally, I don't think it's bad because this thing has lasted for years, and you expect the battery to degrade at some point, right? So it's not bad. But if you're looking for a much improved battery life, a much better cooling system, then the new iPads are for you because they have new chips, they have new batteries and cooling system. It behaves perfectly in these situations, right? But for any other person, like, this still is solid. I think even if you pick a refurb one, you will still have good time. You can replace the batteries, I guess. Yeah, I think you can replace the batteries in these devices if it's too bad. But yeah, it's solid. The battery life is really good. So I don't think everyone needs an iPad to survive. Like, if you have a laptop, you have your phone, then you're good to go. But this is the sweet spot. Like, it fits right in the middle, usually for like an added convenience, right? That is why you pick this up. And do I think this is still worth it in 2025? Like, this particular iPad is worth it in 2025? Yes, I think it still performs really well. It performs like a champ. But if you're someone who is looking for like the latest everything, then I'll say that you should pick up the M4 iPad. It looks amazing, it feels amazing, but this one still performs even up to this day. I think it was an overkill during its time, and it's still keeping up with the latest iPads. It still gets the latest updates. Like, everything is good, performance is good. I have no issues at all with it, and also really cheap. Like, you can pick this up in certain stores for like $500, and also if you get a refurb one, you get it even more cheaper. The latest iPad are a little pricey. They are on the pricey end. I think they start around $1,000, but with the added accessories, you are hitting somewhere around $1,300. And at that price, you can actually pick a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro even. It's a little expensive, right? So these are certain things that you have to consider when you are trying to get the latest iPad. Do you have the budget for it? Do you think you can get a better option with the price that you are paying? Yes. So there you have it. Yes, that is my take on the iPad Pro 11-inch M1 in 2025. Do you think you'll be getting the M1 iPad or you will be getting the M4 iPad? Let me know in the comment section what you think and your reasons for getting either. Also, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like, as this goes a long way in helping the channel grow. Until the next, stay safe